Welcome to our series on Neuro-Linguistic Programming, also called NLP. You might wonder what that means, and we're going to be showing you a series of techniques that actually come out of the field of study referred to as Neuro-Linguistic Programming. The neuro actually stands for how we take information in. That could be our visual, auditory, kinesthetic, how things feel, how they feel in our body, olfactory, how they smell, gustatory, how they taste. So this is how we take in information. Linguistic meaning language. So how do we encode that information in our neurology? What are the representational systems that we create in order to express those senses? And programming having to do with how we put together patterns of behavior so that we can function in the world. How do we quickly translate the world around us? That actually is programming. Much like ones and zeros in a computer, we take in information and we map that into our brains. That then frames our experience. It is the filter by which we take in everything. It's why two people can experience the same event and have very different translations of what that event meant. And it's because of the programming that they've got. So in this series, we are going to teach you some simple techniques. The goal is not to teach you how to become a practitioner. If you're interested in that, take a look at the references we have listed below. There are some phenomenal certification programs, and there are some that you can do in as little as 4 days, very intensive, that will teach you techniques so that you can actually go out and use this as a clinician. Our goal in this series is to give you, the watcher, some quick hit techniques that came out. There will be scripts that we'll provide at the bottom of each video. And as long as you take some of the basic tips that we're going to give you in this series and you run the script, you'll be amazed at the results that you get. And we encourage that. As you know, with any of our series, we want you to try this at home. Don't just believe us, put it to the test. So, one thing to set you up before we begin this series. The other thing is to understand that there are 4 basic themes within the field of NLP. The first one is that perception is projection. So as I perceive things, I project them out there. Not that the world is a blank screen, but let's say there are 2 of us. I like someone, you dislike someone. Anything they do, I'm going to think is wonderful because my perception is my projection upon them. But if there's something about this person that, as we say, rubs up against your neurology, anything they do will irritate you. So your perception projects upon them and you fulfill your own programming. And so that's what we're going to play with. We're going to learn how to shift your perception. The other thing is that there's an empowerment of cause and effect, and they are both the same. What we want people to realize is that if you want to change your outcomes, you need to own the cause and effect. You need to understand that you are the one oftentimes causing the reaction and fulfilling your own perception of reality. The next is that there's a mind-body connection. So as I perceive it in my brain, I project it into my body. So we may oftentimes be able to shift things from the food I like to the beliefs that I have by simply playing with the patterns that are mapped into my neurology. And the last one is that we're responsible for change. So you can't look to someone and say, you make me angry and you should make me happy. It's that I can make me angry and I can make me happy. So as long as I take responsibility for the change, NLP is a powerful tool. Welcome to the series.